guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we are working on my Steelies Group build, hosted by JT. Guys, go check that out. It is almost over, so if you're going to get in it, you better be a fast builder or something like that, because I believe it's due by the 1st of the month. So I am building the Mercury's Comet, the 67 Comet, this fella right here. This is what we're doing. So yeah, so we have it all painted, and it looks pretty good. So I thought I'd just give you kind of an update where we're at with things. Yeah, so I'll take you over to the Steelies Bake Oven here and show you how the body turned out. We painted it orange, and a burnt orange actually. It's a Chrysler color. It turned out fantastic. So I painted it with the new Swallowtail Gallery airbrush. I'll tell you what, man, that thing just it lays down paint so smooth. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I probably painted, I think, 4 total models now with it, and all of them are just like glass. I mean, like glass. So I'll take you over and show you what we got going on in the oven, and then we'll go back to the bench and we'll check out some of the build. All right, guys, there is my orange Mercury, and yes, we have a couple of other animals sitting in there. So we have a Mach 1 going in the grabber lime color, I believe it is. So let's take a look at these bad boys and show you what we got going on here. So I have my USAC build sitting back there in nice shiny black. So I'm doing a Mach 1 also, kind of just sitting on the side. This one's pretty dry. It's been painted about 3 days ago. So I'm gonna get this decaled and ready to roll. So that should look pretty cool. We got USAC build here. I repainted it so it's a little, the dirt's out of it. Let's go that route, or the dust. So this bad boy, this is for the Steelies Group build, and this turned out like, oh my gosh, it turned out really good. So I'm very happy with that. That's just, it's been cooking here now for 2 days, I think roughly. So it's pretty dry. I could probably work with it, but I want it to be super cured. So I'm really happy with that. I thought, wow, that turned out nice. So I'm very impressed with that airbrush. It itemizes the paint very well. And I got virtually no dustness, so that makes me really happy. And we got the hood sitting there. I'm going to flat black the hood. Just to kind of match the stripe on the side here. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't even think I'm going to wet sand this or nothing. We're just gonna put it together because it's pretty smooth. Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's where we're at. So let's go to the bench and check out some action going on over there. So this Mustang's, I know we painted with the airbrush. I like to say just super smooth paint jobs with that thing. Very impressive. So this is, I took this one out of the oven and put the other ones in there. So this one was painted about a week ago at this point. So these turn out pretty cool. Pretty happy with those. Alright, guys, moving on. So guys, picking away at this here. So show you kind of a cool, easy way to detail like white gauges. Super easy. Just take a little bit of Tamiya paint, just a flat white, and you don't even have to thin it. Just take a brush with a little bit of heavy drip, not really a drip, just a good dab on a brush, and give it one good heavy drop in the center. And once you put that in there, and take a toothpick and just kind of just work it around. Don't get it sloppy, just kind of be careful on the edges and let it dry, and that's what you get. So it looks pretty cool just for a little quick gauge setup. Okay, the bench is a mess, I get it. So we're picking along on this Mercury here. So guys, I'll tell you what, I know a lot of you guys have used bare metal foil, but there's a few out there that haven't, or you're just not comfortable with doing it. I heard guys, well, it may cut the paint, this and that. Yes, it can, and you have to be careful. So I'll tell you something, if you really want to get using it, but you're afraid to cut it on the body, do a door panel. Start with something like this, because I love taking door panels that has these little lines like this, and just putting a piece of bare metal foil, because it dresses up and it makes it look so nice and so easy to do. So we cut our piece out here, and like I say, if you're not that familiar with it, it's a great starter to try it on, just to get a feel for it. You know, and if you mess it up, it's a door panel. It's not the end of the world. And most of the time, a seat is going to cover a flaw or a little boo-boo or whatever you did to it, versus a paint job. I mean, that's more of a big deal. So I like to just start with these door panels here and kind of work it that way if you're kind of beginning on it, or if you're kind of new to bare metal foil, because it's an easy alternative on doing the body work, but it still gives you that little bit of practice, if you will, before you get onto the car body, because it's the same thing. You're doing the exact same thing, just in a different area of the model. So it's, I mean, simple as can be, and the same thing, you're still following the lines, so you just have to be careful on where you go. So I just cut that crooked because I'm talking while I'm doing it, which usually isn't a big thing for me, but these things happen. So we're just going to pick a line and just follow it. Need to put a blade in here. I'll do this line up here, like so. And I think we cut this out already. Not sure. It's a little tricky because you got the door handle, or that door crank right there. So we're just going to cut around it ever so carefully. And I always do, I like to take something that's non-marring, like a toothpick, to peel the edge off it. You know, if you're sitting there with a tweezers or something like that, and if you are on that car body, you're going to scratch paint. I mean, that's just all there is to it. So if you did your homework right, that should come off nice. And it doesn't take much to make it, especially on interior, to make it look really nice. So that was quick and simple. Plus it gives you a little bit of a, kind of a little bit of a testing, if you will. So as you can see, there's a little spot right there, but here's how we're going to fix that. We're just going to go to this next line up. We're just going to cut it back here. We'll just leave that up because this looks thinner in the front anyways. And like I said, the seats, other interior pieces, it's going to hide that anyway, so you're really not going to see it. But you can just see how much cleaner that looks. And like I say, guys, if you're not used to doing this, it's just a little extra practice for you before you get onto the real deal, like onto a car body. So once you get done with it, re-burnish it down just a little bit, and there you have it. Very simple, very easy. It's a straight cut. Like I say, oops, I messed it up, so no big deal. I'll go back and just refix it quick. It's a nice little practice piece, you know, just to help you out if you're that beginner and you're wanting to try bare metal foil, but you're just a little nervous. So, and I get it, you know, but you know, it's one of those things, you're never going to get good at it unless you try it. So that's my little tidbit for you guys for today. Try it and see how you like it. And yes, sometimes it can get wasteful. That's just the name of the game. So we'll do one more real quick here, just to show you a start to finish. This is the worst part for me, is peeling the edge off here. I don't know why. I end up using these. Guys will fold it and they'll do whatever, and I get it. It's just not my thing. But I love bare metal foiling. To me, it's like, I don't know what, it's like relaxing. It's like turn on some soothing music and just burnish away the day. You know, it's one of those things for me. I've done a lot of it, so it's kind of a, you know, nothing surprises me with it. So when you get that little wrinkle in there, or that kind of that puff spot that you saw there, sometimes you gotta be careful, because if you just try to flatten it down, it may not want to lay down because it's already sticking here, and you may crinkle it. Well, some guys will say, oh, we can get that burnished out. Well, sometimes now you get a line there. So if you see that, sometimes just lift the corner and just walk it back down, and it'll look a lot nicer in the end. Give you a little more better results and all that fun stuff. So same thing, just take the corner here, and we're going to go in front of that mirror switch, because we're just going to monotone that. And you can see I cut just a little further down, but that's okay, because like I say, it's the door panel. So we're just going to follow a line and just track it through. Same as the bottom. We're going to go to that bottom line. Oops, went out of skewed off a little bit there. The whole thing looks skewed, doesn't it? Like I didn't quite keep it in. Something don't look right with that. Guess we'll find out. So this is a good example. So I think I messed it up, which is easy to do because I'm not following the actual true door panel line. So this would be a nice redo piece. Maybe it'll look alright. We'll see. Apparently it didn't cut too good, did it? These are the things I speak of. So see how that didn't cut? It ripped. So not a big deal. We'll just take and redo it. So I'm just going to peel this off. We're just going to start over. But you can see by me cutting that, I didn't even hardly cut into the paint. And this is just primer. So you can tell, I mean, primer, and that's white. So you would have definitely saw that edging there. Really? Wow. It'd be awesome if I could hang on to stuff. Yeah, so we're just going to peel that back a little bit. Not a big deal. Get that off there, and we'll just start over. That's okay. I'll tell you, anybody that's doing bare metal foil and they get it down every single time the first time, they're lying to you. Alright, so no big deal. So that piece is going to be too small. We'll just grab another piece. So we'll just do about here. You don't want to be wasteful. Try to conserve it when you can. So we're going to go here. We know it's about here. I usually straight edge this, but I'm not feeling the straight edge tonight. We're bare boning it and just we're going all out. Just make sure it's cut all the way, because if I'm going to pull that, it's going to rip it, and then there we have it. So we're back to where we started. So once again, just peel this. Maybe. Sometimes I'll scratch it in the side here, and that way you can pull it up like that. Same thing. And we'll just do the same thing. Put it on there, lay it down. Just like so. Get ourselves a nice toothpick, burnish it, or Q-tip. I call Q-tips toothpicks, toothpicks Q-tips. I don't know why. Must be something with me. So this one's got more definition than the back. So maybe we need to just cut this one wider because it is in the front. So let's pick a line and we'll just run it with it. But then again, I can see door panel there, so it looks like it is here. So we're gonna cut it right on that line right there. I need a new blade. I can tell it's not very sharp. They tell you to put a new blade in every time, but I'm that guy that don't. So something like that. There, something like that. Oh, turn out too bad, and we'll just burnish that back down because sometimes it'll roll it and all that fun stuff. So like I said, we're just going to use the model tool on the rest of it because sometimes it's hard to cut out those little pieces. So we're just going to use the chrome pen for here. We're going to do the window crank ever so carefully. And this is the door pull, I'm thinking, so we'll give that guy a shot. So everything is chrome back in the day. Like that, and we get a window crank in the back, and we'll call this door panel done. So I got a little sloppy there. Way to go. Way to go, Craig. Yeah, that's cool. But that's no big deal. So we'll take a toothpick, we'll just run that right up around the side. We'll make it go away. So rotate the Q-tip, just because you're picking up stuff on the side, so you just roll it off there. Don't push down hard, just enough to pull it up. And there you have it. Takes it off. Okay, one door panel a la carte. So there we have it. Alright, I'm going to get the other one done and we'll bring it back. Alright guys, so I got the engine kind of finished up. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. So I took the blue and just scraped that off to where it says Power by Ford. I got a resin 3D printed alternator, Holley carb, and a distributor. So we got that going for it. I should wire it because it's kind of looking cool, but I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know. I'll think about it because now's the time before it goes in the car. So that's where we're at with that bad boy. So we're getting the seats put in. So we got those guys done. Like I say, along with that dash. So it should be looking pretty good. And that's where we are so far. So I gotta get the body pulled out and start working on that here in a little bit. But I'm gonna get this front engine bay together and kind of move on from there. So this is just sitting there, but the seats are down. So just gas tank painted, nothing special. I'm not gonna go crazy underneath of it. I'm just gonna leave it kind of as it is. But so that's where we're at so far. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out the channel, and we will see you guys on the next build. You guys have a good one, and thanks for watching.